Kathy Nastic took these beautiful photographs of bald eagles at Barr Lake in Brighton. Parks and Wildlife says they've counted more than 50 of the birds at the lake so far this winter. We talked to CPW about the eagles and how you can join in on the bird watching.
We have these photos showing a whole bunch of bald eagles around the lake. So tell me a little bit about this time of year and why it's significant for eagle sightings.
So Barr Lake is known for our birding. We're kind of the bed and breakfast for birds, is like we like to say. And it's because we have the food, the water, the shelter, and the food, the water, and the shelter, right? And so wintering bald eagles will come down here from the north. They like to eat fish. So we have a big reservoir. They'll sit on the edge of the ice and then they'll eat fish. We have large cottonwood trees that they like to sit in and perch in. So we're just kind of have everything that's really good for them.
And so what's typical then in terms of the number of bald eagles that you'll see in January?
Well, so January and February are our best months. And last year we had an exceptional year. We counted the most we counted in one day was 116. We're kind of in the 50 range right now. And our water levels are lower this year because of the drought. So we're filling right now. So we don't have as much water. And I think that might play a little bit into it too, but they're still getting fish. Like I think you probably saw lots of pictures with them with fish too.
So to be clear, the drought is partially believed to maybe impact the number of eagles that are coming because of the water levels?
We think it could contribute to that for sure. I mean, our water levels are a lot lower. We are filling. We're an irrigation reservoir, so it's not unusual for us to lose water in the summertime, but we did go to conservation level this year. So yeah, we think that's a contributing factor for sure.
So for people who visit Barr Lake, what should they know about the bald eagles and how they should view them in the way that's, I guess, respectful to their habitat?
For sure. Like we always like to remind people of our leave no trace principles, right? And one of the leave no trace principles is to respect wildlife. And that's very important when you come to view the bald eagles at Barr Lake. We have designated trails and boardwalks that people should stay on. And we have those in areas where people can view the eagles. Be sure to stop by the Nature Center, ask to talk to a ranger or any park staff, and they can tell you the best place to go view eagles. And that's really on the southwest side of our park. It's 1.3 miles from the Nature Center to the gazebo boardwalk, where you can view our bald eagles nest across the lake. You can see the eagles out onto the ice, but bring binoculars. Usually mornings are best, and then come maybe during the week. The weekends are a busy time, so maybe try come during the week, and just know before you go. Trash your trash and just respect the wildlife and our natural resources so that they're here for everybody to enjoy.
And is this, I guess, sighting of eagles, is this specific to Barr Lake, or are there other places that you know of that has this number of bald eagles that come visit?
There are a number of other places you can see. So when we talked about the food, the water, and the shelter, the Rocky Mountain Arsenal, they have bald eagles there. St. Vrain State Park, which is north of us, they're also a place that you can view bald eagles. So if you're looking in an area where there's large cottonwood trees, a reservoir, you're likely to see bald eagles. I don't know the exact numbers in all those areas, but I've seen them post on their Facebook pages too, a number of eagles there.
And so as a park manager, is there anything that you do ahead of the eagles arriving or once they leave, or is it kind of a hands-off approach?
We don't, the lake was here before it was even a state park, which Barr Lake became a state park in 1975. And we've had a nesting pair of bald eagles since 1986. So we really are just here to protect the area and then to educate the public about how they can enjoy them. So we just, we do our thing and we're here to protect our natural resources. That's one of our main jobs, and then educate the public about it.
Great. Is there anything else about the bald eagles that I didn't ask you about that you want to mention?
I just think, we remind people about their adaptations and their tools. They have very large wingspan. They have their beak, which is curved, and that's what they use to catch their fish and eat. And then they have really powerful talons or feet. So when as rangers, when we talk about animals, we talk about their adaptations and tools, that help them survive out in the wild. So it's just really cool to think about all of that and what the animals have to live outside.